Hey, how you doing today? My name is Al. I'm with New Reflection Truck Driving School, and today I'm going to teach you how to do your InCab inspection. Follow me. Alright, so first thing we do is we chalk our vehicle. The reason why we chalking a vehicle is because when we're doing our in-cab inspection followed by a brake test, the vehicle might roll and we do not want it to roll. Let's hop in the vehicle. Always do 3 points of contact for safety purposes. Okay, first thing we do as we coming into the vehicle, you're going to let the examiner know what you're about to perform and how you're going to perform it. So the first thing you should tell your examiner that you're about to perform an in-cab inspection followed by a brake test. Turn your combination vehicle to an on position. Acknowledge the ABS light works properly, comes off and on, and start your in-cab. The way that I do my in-cab is just like I read a book. It's from left to right. So, starting with my seatbelt. My seatbelt is properly mounted and secured. It's not worn, torn, or frayed. It latches properly. My windows are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. They're free from debris and obstruction. My mirrors are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. They're free from debris and obstruction. They're aimed to me. My highway horn works properly. My city horn works properly. My windshield is properly mounted and secured. It's not cracked, bent, or broken. It is free from all debris and obstructions. My windshield wipers are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, bent, or broken. The windshield wiper blades are properly mounted and secured. There's no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. And they press firmly against the glass. And it disperses water evenly across the whole windshield. Inside my glove box, I have extra fuses because this is a fuse-driven vehicle. Behind my passenger seat, I have 3 red reflectable triangles that's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken. Behind me is an ABC fire extinguisher that's properly mounted and secured, not cracked, bent, or broken, and is filled to the proper level. My floor is free from debris. My dashboard is free from debris. The right turn signal works properly. Left turn signal works properly. High beam works properly. Low beam works properly. Defrost disperses at the top and the bottom evenly with warm air. And that concludes my in-cab inspection. Now, brake test. Always let the examiner know what you're about to do, how you're going to perform it, then perform it, because she can't read minds. So the first thing I'm going to do is release my brake chambers. Let all my air settle into all my holders and chambers. Release my brake hands. The first part of my brake test I'm going to perform is a leak test. And how I'm going to perform that test, I'm going to hold my foot on the brake for 60 seconds. And I shouldn't lose no more than 4 psi. That's when I will ask the examiner to time me. You hold your foot on the brake until your air chamber settles and stops. That's when the 60 seconds should start. Alright, I didn't lose no more than 4 psi within that minute. That lets me know I don't have an air leak. The next brake test I will perform is an emergency test, where I'm going to fan my brakes down to 60 psi and my low air buzzer indicator light should come on. And that low indicator light buzzer comes on and it works properly. The next brake test I'll perform is a parking brake test, where I'm going to continue to fan down between 40 and 20 psi, where both my hands should pop out. and it works properly. All right, now the next part of my brake test I'll perform is a service brake test. But before you perform a service brake test, you have to do a safe start on your combination vehicle and build back up the air pressure. Now this is when I talk about my gauges. I let the examiner know that my water is rising to the proper level, my oil is rising to the proper level, the air gauges is rising to the proper level, and it should between 120 and 140, and my voltage is between 12 and 14. So as that's building up, and when the air chambers build up and everything is ready to go, that's when I would ask the examiner, would she like for me to unchalk my vehicle? In the state of Missouri, sometimes you don't have to chalk them, sometimes you do, but today I did chalk them. So now the first part of my service test I'm going to perform. The service test means that you're testing the service brakes on your tractor and trailer. So the first one I'm going to test is my tractor. So I'm going to push in my trailer, put my vehicle in drive, and give it a little slight tug. And it held. Put it back in neutral. The next I will be performing is the trailer. Slight tug. And it works properly. Now I'm going to put my vehicle in neutral, and I'm going to unchalk my vehicle so I can do the last part of my service test. And always remember, when you're leaving and exiting a vehicle, turn the vehicle off and take the key with you, because we don't know if the examiner might dock you on it. 3 points of contact. Right. Safe start your vehicle again. ABS light comes on. Let your needles come up and sweep. Now, the last part of the service test that we will be performing is where we're going to drive 5 miles an hour with my hand slightly on the steering wheel to see if our combination vehicles pulls to the left or the right. Set your brake, put it in neutral. My combination vehicle then pulled to the left or the right, which means I don't need any adjustments or service to my combination vehicle, and this does include my InCab and brake inspection.